forget to hit us up in the comments when you see this recording, okay? Y'all know who it is. It's I Sparkle and Annie Herb, and we are back for our regular mental health discussions. It's Tuesday, y'all, and it is 9 o'clock. It's a little after. We're sorry, but we are here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I Sparkle. Is there anything you want to say to the people right now?
Hey y'all, did you miss me? I'm just playing. But yeah, welcome. I hope y'all enjoy our discussion tonight. I think we got a good one for y'all.
And that we do. We always have a good conversation for y'all. Tonight, we are talking about depression. Everybody kind of, I'm not going to say everybody, most people go through depression. It's a common thing, right? It's definitely something that nobody is excluded from. Like, it can affect everybody, is what I'm pretty much saying. So, we want
Very
to talk
true.
about depression and tell you what depression is, give you some experiences and just a few different things that we know about depression. So I Sparkle, let's start with you.
Well, I'm gonna go off of just some of my experience. Like for me, depression it takes different forms. Like some days I might be in the best mood ever. Next thing you know, I don't have the energy or strength to do anything. Not even get out of the bed, or not necessarily that I don't have the energy or strength. I don't have the want or desire to do anything. I don't want to see people. I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to be myself. Like sometimes I feel like crying. Why though? Sometimes I don't even know. Like it's a battle within myself. So I just I just basically do my own little coping, my own little ride that roller coaster, whatever the depression takes me. But it's still honestly something that is really new to me and something that I'm still dealing with. So I'm definitely not a pro on it. So any tips and stuff y'all got, please bring that my way too, because I need it.
Put them in the comments because we want y'all to tell us stuff too. We ain't just here to tell you. We want to heal on this journey together. And like our Sparkle said, it affects everybody differently. And I know, depression for me, it's along those same lines. Like some days it's really freaking good. It could be like one of the best days. Now all of a sudden it's like a dark cloud that came through. It's raining on me all day. I'm crying. I'm in and out of emotions. And it's not like a constant thing, but we're gonna get into that because it just kind of comes and goes. Because depression, what they describe it as, so pretty much what is depression? They say that it's a low mood or loss of pleasure or interest in activity for 2 weeks or long periods of time. So when they say that, most people think, oh, I have to be consistently sad or consistently, losing this energy or having these mood swings for me to be depressed. With my experience, it's not like a consistent thing. Like it's
Yeah.
literally a day to day thing or maybe even a week to day thing. Like sometimes it's just there and it'll go for a while and it'll come back. So I don't want everybody to be confused about different about how depression can affect you because it affects everybody differently.
Indeed.
And I'm just saying it gets really bad for others. Some people can't snap out of it. Like I noticed that I can snap out of it after a while and get back into a little happy mojo with the therapy and everything that I'm going through. But it's hard,
Yeah,
and it
it can
was harder
definitely be
before I
hard.
started working on myself. I'm sorry. What did you say, Sparkle?
No, I say it can definitely be hard.
It it,
I,
it it can and it is. And
it's go
get
ahead.
it out. Get it out. What you got
No,
to
I'm
say?
just saying it's something that's just it's not understood. It's not something that can really honestly I feel like it really can't be defined. Like they can give a definition, but it's its own animal. It's its own monster. So they can say 2 weeks at a time now. It can be very sporadic. Very sporadic.
And when you put it all together, it probably add up to them 2 weeks. If you really log, because some people log their mood swings or their emotions and their triggers. So if you really log it, it'll probably add up to about that time once get done with it. But don't just think it's that one way. It has to be that one way for you to feel like you're depressed. Depression can come like if you're in a negative mood all the time, that's a sign of depression. Very, very feeling like you're a failure, feeling like your life's going nowhere, when you out here trying in these streets and doing everything that you can. It's depression, it affects how you feel, think, and act, okay? So
Yes.
being negative, having those mood swings where you kind of aggy all the time, or just having that sadness, it's depression affecting you most likely. And again, this is just our experience. No, we're not doctors. We just want to share with you and have you share with us because some people don't care to go to therapy just yet. Some people are working up to it. So have conversations with us. Maybe we might can get you there, or you might can work on yourself to avoid it altogether.
Yeah. Cause shoot, I can remember times having them good old family moments. Everybody ha ha he, and I'm good for a minute. Next thing you know, I'm over here like just down, just looking at everybody like, what's wrong? Nothing. It's okay. You know, you trying to hide it then, but it's like you feeling something inside that just made you snap out of your gleeful mode. You know, like I said, it's like a rainy. It's like scattered showers. You know what I'm saying? Part of the day might be sunny. Part of your day might be cloudy. Then it might thunderstorm on the rest of the dang day, or
For
vice
the rest
versa, and
of the
all
week.
over the place.
Right. It's definitely a sporadic, eventful emotion to go through. And not only that, do you know that some people can be high function depression? Some people can have high function depression, which means that even though they're depressed, they're not ignoring their day to day needs or activities. They're still
Yep.
getting up and functioning under this depression, which you would think that's good, right? You would think, oh, a functioning depressed person. But it's really sad because why should we have to come to the norm of functioning in that way while we're depressed?
Right.
I mean, yes, you still need to keep yourself up. You still need to do your self care and everything. But I just kind of feel like being a high function depressed person, you're avoiding it more than somebody that's actually going through it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. What I think about that, eventually with those high functioning depressed people, they're gonna have that day where they just crash. They're working through it. You know what I'm saying? They're doing things to occupy their mind, but at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, when they come in that house, they get that quiet moment, crash, boom, everything just falls apart. I can maybe I am a functioning person that's depressed. You know what I'm saying? You never know, because I know I go to work on a day to day basis, and I come home, I be with my kids. You know, I do everything, smile, da 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 da. Let me get a quiet moment. I can't promise that there won't be any tears shed or any sad thoughts or nothing. It happens, Why? Who knows? Like my life could be in the best place ever, I feel like, and depression just come up and be like, "Rawr, what the hell do I need to do now?" you know?
Exactly. Like, what's going on now? And I wonder if you can be a mixture of a high function and just whatever other depression you're going through, because there's different types of depressions. We're going to go through that next week. That's going to be part two, the different types of depression. So I'm just wondering, like, because sometimes, like you said, you're feeling fine. Like I be feeling fine sometimes depression cannot affect you for weeks or months at a time, and it'll just come on. Like I feel like that's sometimes the build up to your next depression episode, because sometimes you do just have that period where you're happy, your anxiety's down, you're not feeling any type of way all the time. It's just like you cool, like you're like, I don't feel like I really started to tell my doctor the other day that I was fine and what nothing wrong with me because I was feeling real good. And it just
He
happens.
said, "What?
Right. It's a slap in the face.
I'm still
So it's like,
here."
was I highly functioning then? Even though, because it's not like the depression just subsided; it didn't go away. So I don't know. That's a
I would
question
say
to
so.
ask my therapist or your therapist if who anybody's listening is in therapy. Maybe you might be a mixture of some different types of depressions or something like that. I don't know. It's good to know though, right?
Very, very much so. Very much so.
It is good to know.
Cause
Talk to
just
me.
saying that, that puts me in the wonder. Like, am I one of them people? Like, could I? I feel like I could be. That sounds like a definition of me at times.
It
But
does.
your life is just steady going, and then eventually you might get that moment where you can break down for a minute, cry, and then get back up. Boom. Okay, I got some more stuff to do. Da, 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 da. So yeah.
I think that's what I hate the most about the crying.
Mhm. That take a lot out, man. Let me laugh. Like I'd rather
It
laugh.
do. And just to like sit and cry for hours or all day is like on and off, or it's like crazy.
Yeah.
It's a lot. As I said, y'all, this is a safe space, so we're being real about this shit, okay? Like I go through shit.
It can
Life
be
is
draining. It takes a lot out of you. It doesn't feel good. That kind of, I'd rather be happy than sad.
hmm And
I'd rather
sometimes it's not
laugh.
a choice. Everybody says happiness is always a choice. Sometimes it's not a
Mm-mm.
choice.
Mm-mm.
Like,
It's
trust
not.
me, I understand. Like, that's why I don't like the general public, because whatever the general public feels, that's how the world operates off of how
Yeah.
everybody should feel.
Very much
And I
so.
just can't get with that, because I know from me being as different as I am from people that I just don't operate under that general umbrella.
Yeah, I mean, they got that general umbrella for a lot of things, even the weight size, the weight, the what is it? The supposed weight for everybody.
Yeah,
That
everybody's height and size. Everybody's height has, you're supposed to be at a certain size if you're a certain height, and this, that, and the third. Like, let people be comfortable.
some people basing that
Yeah.
off of their certain scales or whatever. They're not like, but they ain't basing it off of other body types, other fun. It's so many. Boy, get out of here.
Look, yeah, it's just a lot. The world puts a lot on us to begin with that forms depression from the start. And depression can be genetic. Like, you can't, it can be something that just runs in your family. Like, I might be starting to figure out. It could just be, you know, just that. Some people need help for a long time, maybe even a lifetime, with their depression.
Yeah, it could come from that. It could be trauma. You know, things that they done been through in life that done caused them to go down that path to where they wondering why, they questioning things. It could be a lot. So you just never know where it comes from, how it's formed. But it's always good to try and figure out a way not to shut down, not to close yourself off from the world. Try to heal in some way, and this is hard. You're gonna have to find things that you can do for yourself too, though. Like for me, hell, I might have to get up and listen to some music or just something to soothe my mind. Just anything rather than just sitting around being sad. And it's hard to do sometimes, you know.
It is. Get up and clean. I find
Hmm.
myself cleaning because depression takes all of my musical wants out the window. So I might get up and start cleaning or focusing on something that has to do with business, because it
Boy,
will attack you. And I mean, like, I understand that it can take you a minute to snap back, but if you let it just like consume you and you don't fight back against it in some shape
gotta
or
fight
form,
it.
it's gonna take over. And we just want you guys again to know it's okay. Start some self therapy. Maybe start seeking help if you're beyond self therapy, or if you just don't know where to start.
Hmm.
Remember, Seven Cups, they give you listeners, anonymous listeners. So if you really need somebody to talk to on the fly, go talk to an anonymous listener on Seven Cups, so that you can feel like you, so that you can have somebody to talk to. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to. I've used it and it made me feel better. Somebody listen to me.
Yeah.
And then
Sometimes you need that ear, that unjudgmental ear. And that's
definitely.
that's a key word. Unjudgmental and very open minded. Those things are important. Like maybe I want to talk to a brick wall, but maybe I might want some input, some positive input here and there. If I need other input, maybe I might need that too. But sometimes it's good to open up. That's what I'm getting
It
at.
is. And you know what? Open up to that good old pen and paper, because I understand it's hard to trust people, and I done been there too. Open up
Yes.
that pen and paper. Ain't nobody telling you to write poetry. Sometimes you just need to write down, I feel like, or this made me feel, or right now this is happening. Sometimes you just need to get it out. Write it down and burn the paper. For
Hey,
like,
you
or
could
write it down
you
and
could
mail it to
start it
yourself.
out. I can't believe it. This MF get it all,
Exactly.
put it on the paper. Tell everybody about it on the paper. You know what I'm saying? But at least it's out. Otherwise, all them thoughts just gonna be racing through your mind.
Release it into the world.
Please,
The universe
please.
can have it, okay? Let the universe take care of it, or if you believe in God, let God take care of it, okay? So we just wanted to come to y'all, start talking about depression this week. We're gonna talk about different types of depression next week, along with some other things, and we're gonna keep bringing y'all good mental health topics. We're gonna keep trying to bring y'all good content on this platform. So just hang in there with us. Stay max to the black. Don't forget to follow iSparkle on TikTok at iSparkle624. Okay, and we're gonna be back on Thursday. Thursday we got Testa's news, and we should have you guys a Maximum Blackness Kitchen video up in here sometime this week soon, because we want to give y'all the best content. So we're not gonna do those live at the moment. Al Sparkle, you got anything you want to say?
Just again, thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna come back with some more things. Always just make sure you love yourself, love, peace, and haggries, and that's all I got. Big old hugs.
Love yourself, okay?
For
And
real.
be kind to others. Stay max to the black.